The reason why healthy foods start to taste better even than the junk food over time, because over time it becomes a part of your identity and you crave less of a junk food automatically. Because let's break that down, why in the first place you were eating junk food. You were eating junk food because you were chasing the taste and the taste buds and the taste that lasts only for few seconds. When I say junk food, include all the shitty food, processed food, and all the sugary foods, all the drinks and all. It all comes under junk food. Before you used to crave that the feeling of the taste that lasts only for few seconds, but as you start eating healthy, it becomes a part of your identity, and you know whenever you're gonna eat the healthy food, it gonna give you this energy. It is beneficial for your body. It gonna build your muscle. It gonna lose you fat. It gonna give you the like kick and ambition and the presence and the drive to work on your career, on your business, all the things that eating healthy food gives to you. It gonna gives you high testosterone. It gonna gives you high drive, high libido. And when you start eating healthy, you start to feel all these benefits of eating healthy. How the fuck you gonna go back to chasing that taste that only lasts for 2 seconds? Because now it becomes the part of your identity to eat healthy food. Let's imagine before, when you used to eat the junk food, like you might be eating some, like I would say, a pizza or fucking burgers or like some desserts or like cold drinks. I haven't eaten them in a year. I don't even remember the name of most of it, but you know what I mean. The processed fucking food, the food that contains more than one ingredient, and that is mostly like made in like fucking shitty restaurants or shitty fucking factories. The food that is not real, the food that you, like let's say, present that food item to you, one of your ancestor, he would say, what the fuck you're serving me, this is not a real food. Like the food I'm talking, the processed food, what I mean by that is, let's say you present that food to someone some 1,000 years ago, and if he recognized that food and eat, it's fine. But most of the time, the food we are eating today, if you present that food to somebody 1,000 years ago, he would slap you on your face and would say, what the fuck you're eating. So this is the food what I'm talking about. And when you used to eat that fucking shitty food, you know it gives you laziness, it gives you the brain fog, it makes you tired, it makes you exhausted even without doing any work. It is increasing your body fat percentage. It might be increasing strength in the gym. Yeah, you can see some influencers on YouTube eating shitty food, going to the gym, and but their testosterone is non-existent. They are pussies. Most of them are pussies. Their dick doesn't get hard when they're in front of any girl. Do you need that? And you know you don't need that back. And you've experienced how it feel like when you start to eat the raw food, the natural food, eat meat, eggs, raw milk, elite nutrition. You know that how you feel, like the kick you feel from those type of food, the like energy within yourself, it's unmatchable. The taste that only lasts for 2 seconds, let's say fucking 10 seconds, or even till the food, till that fucking shitty food you're eating till finished, is nothing compared to the feeling that gonna stay with you 24/7 to conquer this world. And over time, even seeing somebody else eating shitty food, you would say, what the fuck you're doing, bro? You're eating shitty food. Because over time you realize that taste is not what you're chasing right now. You're gonna chase the feeling from the healthy food and delay gratification. Because let's say eating shitty food is like a instant gratification, you get instant like taste, like kick, like from the taste. Yeah, it might be tasty, but to be honest, you have to chase the delayed gratification, the feeling from the healthy food, the health benefits. And this is what we have to do. We have to chase the delayed gratification, not the instant gratification. And when you start eating healthy, you're promising yourself from now on you only gonna do the things that have delayed gratification benefit, not instant. And it's gonna reflect back in your life. Like, first of all, yeah, you're eating healthy food, you're gonna feel better, your energy will be better, your focus will be better, your testosterone will be higher, your body composition will be better, yeah. But also you are making this identity within yourself that you're chasing the long-term benefit, you're not chasing some instant benefits. Let's say you want to chase some instant benefits, you want to take that fucking shitty call in your business, you might go for some 9 to 5 job and all, but you're chasing delayed gratification, you don't give a fuck about instant gratification. So you're gonna chase more of a things that gives you result in a long term. You're not gonna chase instant gratification. And this is what I mean when I say it becomes a part of your identity, and you always gonna be chasing the long-term goals. And it's better to sacrifice yourself for short term and to chase long-term goals. Because let's say you used to eat, when you used to eat the shitty food, you might feel like the taste buds in your fucking mouth is like fucking tastier for some like seconds and all, but after eating that food you feel like shitty and all that we already talked about. But the biggest part is it becomes a part of your identity that you now gonna chase only the short term things. Like you only want to chase when like somebody like when you are put you in this situation that when you have two options, you either can choose to choose the short term thing, like any shitty, let's say a fucking call in your business or any shitty like foundation in your business, you can do that. But and do not choose the long term thing. But as you start eating healthy, you're promising yourself now everything you're gonna do in life, you're gonna be chasing the long term benefits, the delayed gratification. You're gonna choose, and you're gonna choose to chase the feeling now, not the taste, because feeling lasts forever. Similar to the long term gifts, the long term benefits stays for life, the short term pleasure only stays for like short term. You can apply to anything else. Let's say you like watch porn, short term benefit, yeah, it's like I don't watch porn, but like for somebody who's addicted, yeah, it's some short term pleasure, but long term it's gonna fuck your relationships. On the other hand, stop watching porn. It has long-term benefits. It's gonna beneficial for your relationships. So it applies to everything that you do. Any of the shitty thing you do, it's better in short term, but in long term, it's gonna destroy you. And if you're choosing the things that is better for you for long term, it's gonna be like might be feel shittier right now. But to be honest, when you're in this path for choosing the things that gonna benefit you long term, let's say choosing the food option that is healthier, over time eating that food becomes tastier. Let's that's what I'm talking about in the hook. Become tastier because you know that when you're gonna eat that food after like some time, you're gonna feel to conquer this world, because you're gonna feel high testosterone. By the way, and by the way, when I say healthy food, not all the food is healthy, to be honest. There's a like I have made a course, 6 hour course. You can go and check that which food I have talked about and which food I am referring to in this video, which gives you this energy and the high testosterone to conquer this world. Because not all food that you see. Yeah, you might see some healthy food like on internet. Yeah, it's healthy food, but to be honest, it's not healthy. I'm specifically talking about elite nutrition. Go and check that course, and in the elite nutrition section I've talked about the food that you have to eat. And this is what it's free course on YouTube. You can scroll and you can have a look. It's called Full System, 6 hour system. You can search and you can see on my channel. And the food I'm referring to, those foods gonna give you this high testosterone, which gonna give you this feeling, great feeling, that is 100 times, 100 times. I'm not fucking boasting, I'm serious. 100 times the feeling of eating that fucking food, 100 times better than any of the tastiest food in this fucking planet Earth. This is, I promise to you on my balls. Over time, feeling, you're gonna chase the feeling, you're gonna addict it to the feeling, to the high libido. When your dick start to get hard in the mornings, in the fucking front of girls, you will never gonna go back to eating the shitty food. This is my promise. When you're gonna sit to work on your business, the decisions you're gonna take, the man you're gonna feel, the high testosterone you're gonna feel in your day-to-day life, that feeling fucking 100 times better than the tastiest food in this planet Earth, made by the fucking best chef in this fucking world. Doesn't gonna fucking matter. Let's say when you gonna have that, let's say you will put in this situation, you have to choose between two things: the best fucking shittiest processed food made by the top elite class like chef of this world, tastiest food in this planet fucking Earth, versus steak. And if you are a pussy, you're gonna choose that fucking tastiest food. But over time, when you know how you feel when you eat the healthy food, that feeling of high testosterone, the feeling like a man, you always 24 hours, 7 days a week, you're gonna choose to eat that fucking steak. You're gonna shit on the people that even choose to eat that fucking tastiest food, because now you're addicted to the feeling. Taste doesn't gonna bother you. And yeah, this is what I've experienced personally in my life. For the start, it might be difficult because you are now switching from chasing the taste to chasing the health. For the start, you don't know how you feel, because all of your life you'll be feeling like shit, eating shitty food. Because when you start eat healthy, you're gonna know how it feels, and over time it becomes like easier to chase the delayed gratification. Always choose the food that is healthier. This is what I have experienced by myself, and all my clients have done that experience themselves. That, like, for the start, yeah, it's difficult because you might be cheat here and there as well. Like, let's say you start eating healthy, you might have one cheat meal like every, like, 3 days or something. Yeah, but then when you are in this path for long enough period of time, you're gonna realize that when you're eating healthy, you're feeling better. But when you had that cheat meal, you're now feeling like shit. You're feeling like lazy. And this is when the journey of you to eliminate all of the cheat meals from your day-to-day life gonna start, because now you're gonna chase the feeling of that food, not the fucking taste. And over time, you don't even gonna crave any cheat meals. People talk about internet on, oh yeah, have fucking cheat meals, because, but over time, when you know how it feels and how you operate on healthy food, over time, you don't even gonna chase that fucking cheat meals. I have not even eaten any cheat meal in fucking years. The last cheat meal I've eaten, like, fucking, I think 2 years ago. And after eating that cheat meal, that was I think it was in summers like 2 years ago, and it was ice cream. And after eating that, I felt like fucking shit for days, bro. Not even posting. I'm serious. I felt like brain fucking lazy, because that was a meal I have eaten after a very long time, and for sugary and all. It was fucking ice cream, not even that much, a little bit of, holy fuck. Taste, yeah, it lasted for a few seconds, but the feeling lasted for fucking days. So after that, I promised myself, I don't even promise it automatic. said I'm never gonna eat any of the shitty food again in my life. And this is what gonna happen with you, like when you start eating healthy, because after eating that ice cream, I can't even sit and like open my computer, and when I open it's like my eyes are just like closing by itself, and like I'm a pussy and all. So uh, and then I like realized this is how most people operate. And then I made like promise I'm not gonna eat that shitty food again in my life. So this is what I've experienced. And just start. The only one advice you can like take away from this video, like if you're not eating healthy, just start, because over time you're gonna get addicted. Especially if you're driven, ambitious man. If you're fucking not, so just you're not gonna follow. But if you're ambitious, you're gonna make your life, you're gonna make something in your life. Like you're gonna be the top 5%er. You have to do this. Just start. Food is the very first thing you can start to take care of, so that you can take care of other things in your life as well. So just start. And if you need to any advice to increase your testosterone levels, you can follow me on my Instagram. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I answer all my DMs personally on my Insta. I post daily reels and stories and give the sauce daily, which keeps you on track. And just follow me there. If you have any questions, you can ask me on DMs. And if you're ready, you can book a call, one call with me with the link below, so that we can talk if you're a great fit for my accountability, in which I give you all the like my system, which is called Testo protocol. And I'm going to increase your testosterone levels by giving the system plus my accountability and all. So you can have a look from the link below if you're ready. But follow me on Instagram. I'll see you in the next video.